Barrels and muzzle devices. The August features quick detachable barrels and are available in different lengths, including a 382mm, 15 in, compact length, 417mm, 16.4 in, carbine length and 508mm, 20 in, standard rifle length. The muzzle device primarily used for these barrel lengths is a 3-pronged, open-type flash suppressor. The flash suppressors are screwed to the muzzle and internally threaded to take a blank firing attachment. AUGs equipped with the 508mm, 20 in, pattern barrels produced for military purposes are also equipped with bayonet lugs. The 417mm, 16.4 in, and 508mm, 20 in, barrels are capable of launching NATO Stanag Type 22mm rifle grenades from their integral flash hiders without the use of an adapter. August barrels can also mount 40mm M203 or AG-36 grenade launchers. Steyr also offers 508mm, 20 in, barrel configurations fitted with a fixed, post front sight used on the rifle version with aperture iron sights. A 621mm, 24.4 in, heavy barrel with an integrated lightweight folding bipod with a closed-type ported muzzle device, combination of flash suppressor and compensator, is also available, primarily used on the August HBR. The Steyr August is one of the icons of modern assault rifles. With its unique design, high reliability and versatility, Steyr August has affirmed its position in the arms market. If you are a weapon lover, the Steyr August is definitely a gun model worth looking into. Stock. While the August is not fully ambidextrous, it can be configured to be used by left or right-handed operators by changing the bolt to one that has the extractor and ejector on the appropriate side and moving the blanking plate to cover the ejection port not in use. However, there exists also a right-hand only stock that allows for the use of Stanag magazines, ammunition and magazine. The August is fed from a detachable proprietary translucent polymer double-column box magazine with either a 30 or 42 round capacity. Optional NATO stock for Stanag magazine compatibility is also available. Firing mechanism. The AUG's firing mechanism can also be changed at will, into a variety of configurations, including semi-auto and full auto, semi-auto and 3-round burst, semi-auto only, or any other combination that the user desires. It can also be converted into an open-bolt full-auto only mode of fire, which allows for improved cooling and eliminates cook-off problems when the August is used as a light machine gun. The trigger. The August features a progressive trigger. Pulling the trigger halfway produces semi-automatic fire, pulling the trigger all the way to the rear produces fully automatic fire, and a safety mechanism, crossbolt, button type, located immediately above the hand grip. In its safe position, the trigger is mechanically disabled. Pressing the safety button to the left exposes a red dot and indicates the weapon is ready to fire. Some versions have an ALO or automatic lockout, a small projection at the base of the trigger. This was first included on the Irish Defence Forces variant of the rifle, and soon after, the Australian Defence Forces variant. In the exposed position, the ALO stops the trigger being squeezed past the semi-automatic position. If needed, the ALO can be pushed up to permit automatic fire. The AUG's receiver can be changed from the standard model with a carrying handle and built-in 1.5 times optical sight to the special receiver, which has a Stanag scope mount to allow for the use of a variety of scopes and sights that in later models, A2 and A3, it has several different types of receivers with Picatinny rails, sights. The August has a 1.5 times telescopic sight that is integrated with the receiver casting and is made by Swarovski Optic. It contains a simple black ring reticle. The sight cannot be set to a specific range but can be adjusted for windage and elevation for an initial 0 and is designed to be calibrated for 300 m. It also has a backup iron sight with a rear notch and front blade. Cast into the top of the aluminium optical sight housing, in case of failure or damage to the primary optical sight. The sight is also equipped with a set of 3 illuminated dots, 1 on the front blade and 2 at the rear, for use in low-level lighting conditions. In order to mount a wide range of optics and accessories, a receiver with a NATO standard Picatinny rail and detachable carrying handle was also developed and introduced in December 1997. Modern AUGs are equipped with, or can have the Picatinny rail swapped out with, an A3 SF 60mm height X3 optic with optional riser and additional crosshair within the donut black ring. This specific optic can be piggybacked with other optics on top, as is the norm with Austrian Special Forces, due to the Picatinny rail included on top of the optic. The non-reciprocating plastic cocking handle works in a slot on the left side of the receiver and is connected to the bolt carrier's left guide rod. The cocking handle has a forward assist feature, alternatively called a silent cocking device, allowing the user to fully push the bolt home without racking the charging handle. A bolt hold-open device locks the bolt carrier back after the last round has been fired. The newer August A3s feature a bolt release button. Prior to this development, all AUGs and the USR required the user to rack the charging handle to disengage the bolt hold-open after inserting a fresh magazine. Older versions of the August can be upgraded to use the newer A3 stock and hammer pack. The rifle's stock is made from fiberglass reinforced polyamide 66. At the forward end is the pistol grip with an enlarged forward trigger guard completely enclosing the firing hand that allows the rifle to be operated with winter gloves. The trigger is hung permanently on the pistol grip, together with its two operating rods which run in guides past the magazine housing. Behind that is the locking catch for the stock group. Pressing this to the right will separate the receiver and stock. The magazine catch is behind the housing, on the underside of the stock. Above the housing are the two ejector openings, one of which is always covered by a removable strip of plastic. The rear of the stock forms the actual shoulder rest which contains the hammer unit and the end of the bolt path. The butt is closed by an end plate which is held in place by the rear sling swivel. This swivel is attached to a pin which pushes in across the butt and secures the plate. There is a cavity under the butt plate that holds a cleaning kit. Features, receivers. The second setting, illustrated with a large dot, indicates fouled conditions. The third, GR, closed position is used to launch rifle grenades, of the non-bullet trap type. The August is hammer-fired and the firing mechanism is contained in the rear of the stock, near the butt, covered by a synthetic rubber shoulder plate. The hammer group is made entirely of plastics except for the springs and pins and is contained in an open-topped plastic box which lies between the magazine and the butt plate. During firing the recoiling bolt group travels over the top of it, resetting the hammer. Since the trigger is located some distance away, it transmits its energy through a sear lever which passes by the side of the magazine. The firing pin is operated by a plastic hammer under pressure from a coil spring. Engineering. The quick-change barrel used in the August is cold hammer forged for increased precision and durability. Its bore, chamber and certain components of the gas system are chrome-plated, currently nitride on U.S. market rifles. The standard rifle-length barrel features 6 right-hand grooves and a rifling twist rate of 228 mm, 1:9 in. An external sleeve is shrunk onto the barrel and carries the gas port and cylinder, gas valve and forward grip hinge jaw. There is a short cylinder which contains a piston and its associated return spring. The barrel locks into a steel insert inside the receiver through a system of 8 lugs arranged around the chamber end and is equipped with a folding vertical grip that helps to pivot and withdraw the barrel during barrel changes. The most compact of the barrels has a fixed vertical grip. The receiver housing is a steel-reinforced aluminum extrusion finished with a baked enamel coating. It holds the steel bearings for the barrel lugs and the guide rods. The August is chambered for the 5.56 by 45 mm NATO cartridge and has the standard 1:9 rifling twist that will stabilize both SS-109/M855 and M193 rounds. Some nations including Australia, Ireland, and New Zealand use a version with a 1:7 twist optimized for the SS-109 NATO round. The submachine gun variants are chambered in either 9 by 19 mm parabellum or .40 SW. The August consists of 6 interchangeable assemblies: the barrel, receiver with integrated telescopic sight or Picatinny rail, bolt carrier assembly, trigger mechanism, stock and magazine. The August employs a very high level of advanced firearms technology and is made with the extensive use of polymers and aluminium components. The August comes with a muzzle cap, spare bolt for left-handed shooters, blank firing adapter, cleaning kit, sling and either an American M7 or German KCB 77 M1 bayonet, operating mechanism. The August has a rotating bolt that features 7 radial locking lugs and is unlocked through a pin on the bolt body and a recessed camming guide machined into the bolt carrier. The bolt carrier itself is guided by 2 guide rods brazed to it, and these rods run inside steel bearings in the receiver. The guide rods are hollow and contain the return springs. The bolt also contains a claw extractor that forms the 8th locking lug and a spring-loaded, bump-type casing ejector. The gas cylinder is offset to the right side of the barrel and works with one of the 2 guide rods. The August uses a short-stroke piston system where the right guide rod serves as the action rod, transmitting the rearward motion of the gas-driven piston to the bolt carrier. The left-hand rod provides retracting handle pressure when connected by the forward assist and can also be utilized as a reamer to remove fouling in the gas cylinder. The firearm uses a 3-position gas valve. The first setting, marked with a small D, is used for normal operation. Steyr August. The Steyr August is an Austrian bullpup assault rifle chambered for the 5.56 by 45 mm NATO intermediate cartridge, designed in the 1960s by Steyr Daimler Puch, and now manufactured by Steyr Arms GmbH Co. KG. It was adopted by the Austrian Army in 1977 as the STG-77, Sturmgewehr 77, where it replaced the 7.62 by 51 mm NATO STG-58 automatic rifle. In production since 1977, it is the standard small arm of the Bundesheer and various Austrian federal police units, and its variants have also been adopted by the armed forces of dozens of countries, with some using it as a standard-issue service rifle. Steyr August importation into the United States began in the 1980s as the August/SA, SA denoting semi-automatic. The August was banned from importation in 1989 under President George H.W. Bush's executive order restricting the import of foreign-made semi-automatic rifles deemed not to have a legitimate sporting use. 6 years into the ban, August buyers gained a reprieve as cosmetic changes to the carbine's design allowed importation once again. Changes included redesigning its pistol grip into a thumbhole stock, and leaving its barrel unthreaded to prevent attachment of a flash hider or suppressor. The federal assault weapons ban, passed in 1994, further prohibited the manufacture of additional Steyr AUGs or their copies. The ban expired in 2004, and in 2008, Steyr Arms worked with Sabre Defense to produce parts legally in the U.S. Design details. The Steyr August is a selective fire, bullpup assault rifle with a conventional gas piston-operated action that fires from a closed bolt. It is designed as a modular weapon system that could be quickly configured as an assault rifle, a carbine, a submachine gun and even an open-bolt light machine gun.